Pelly, one of the most trusted voices in news,
Hi, guys.
from what was the most trusted news program in America, 60 Minutes. He told the New York Times, and I quote, "CBS News is on fire." And it gets worse.
Good evening. Thought I'd go ahead and jump in here a little early, and looks like Joy Reid's got the nicest coverage because she's on stage. So hey, hi guys, hi SFL, Nina, Jackie,
and handed
Carol,
Melania a $40 million documentary bribe for a film that nobody but the cult even watched.
It is now.
Trump. He
So
himself
some Joy
posted
Reid
on his
for us
Temu
to,
Twitter that my former employer did his bidding when they fired me.
She's the lady.
This
Gotta
is
say.
corporate media on its knees. A handful of billionaires consolidating local stations, newspapers, national networks, turning American journalism into what they hope will become a U.S. version of North Korea. They want us afraid. Trump wants us to shrink when he calls us crooked, stupid, piggy, and when he screams in the faces of women journalists. And by the way, Barbara Walters would never. She would have eaten him alive. Rest in peace, Barbara. But as Mr. Pelly told Anderson Cooper, you cannot have democracy without journalism. And I would add, without art, without comedy, without music, and without clear voices speaking freely to those in power. And friends, that is what they didn't count on. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. That stanza from We Shall Overcome is still true.
So nice.
The path forward is independent media and independent voices, unbossed and unafraid. Shirley Chisholm's words are reality. Midas Touch, The Don Lemon Show, The Joy Reid Show, do like and subscribe. The Jim Acosta Show, Katie Fang's podcast, Wajahat Ali, Danielle Moody, Michael Fanone's podcast, Harry Dunn running for Congress, a hero of January 6th, and so many more. We are not shrinking, we are growing. So be louder. Be bolder. Rise up. Sing out. Thank you and God bless.
Actually, I think I'm a little behind. Nope. Okay. Oh, I am. Get her caught right up. Oh, there's Bet. Yay.
Everybody say,
bound to lose. Right on. Go Bet. Love it. Love it.
Welcome to the stage, President of the American Library Association, Sam Helmick, and author and president of Authors Against Book Bans, Maggie Takuta Hall.
God bless. They don't want libraries and books and such.
Good evening, beloved. My name is Sam Helmick, and
That's for
I have the
smart
honor
people.
of serving
They
as
don't
the
like smart
president
people.
of the American Library Association. Tonight, we share a refrain in a long chorus of people who have gathered generation after generation to sing, speak, write, organize, create, protest, and imagine a more just world into being. We all know the First Amendment
Glad I
is
could
not
help,
merely
Robert.
a list
Like to see
of
you
these
awake, too.
freedoms. It is an invitation to participate, to tell stories, to hear the stories of others, to wrestle with difficult ideas and difficult truths, to build something larger than ourselves. And libraries know this well. Every day, libraries make room for the hard harmonies and the difficult decrescendos. Libraries are one of the few places left in our society where people can encounter perspectives they did not expect, voices they may have never heard, and neighbors they may not yet understand. But friends, libraries cannot do that work alone. Civil society cannot do that work alone. We need you. We need your stories, your curiosity, your questions, your readership, your courage, your willingness to stay in conversation even when the conversation becomes challenging. Because liberty cannot defend itself. Freedom of expression must sustain it. Civil society requires us, people gathering in rooms like this, people showing up in communities like yours, people choosing again and again to believe that every person deserves the dignity of being heard and the freedom to learn. So tonight, as we rise up and sing out, I invite you to practice your freedoms. Visit a library. Support your local journalists, read broadly, listen deeply, speak courageously, show up for one another. Because the chorus of justice and freedom and democracy has never depended upon a single voice. Its strength has always come from all of us singing together. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Maggie Takuta Hall, and I'm the president of Authors Against Book Bans. When I wrote a picture book about how my grandparents met during World War II in a Japanese-American internment camp, I didn't expect a lot of controversy. But I found myself in the center of a national one about censorship when I was offered a publishing deal, which was contingent on me removing the word racism from the book. I said no, and I said no publicly, and I thought that that would be the end of it.
Pretty lady, is it me or does she remind anybody else of a young Valerie Bertinelli?
Taking over school districts and public libraries all over the nation. It was while visiting Idaho, the state where my grandparents had been wrongfully imprisoned, that I was first made aware of the violence of book bans. I had understood that book bans were a problem. I had not until then understood that they were ruining people's lives.
Thanks, Nina.
The librarians I spoke to were facing daily harassment at their jobs, being followed home, doxxed on the internet, accused of horrific crimes against children. They were receiving death threats, all for the crime of being librarians. After that, I told myself I'd be damned if I let them fight alone. And so I proudly joined with other book creators to form what is now Authors Against Book Bans, a coalition of over 5,000 creators all across the country, united under a single guiding principle, that it is not the government's place to tell us what we get to read.
I'm on Facebook. How do I do it from the Facebook studio? I'm not even on my phone.
I think a lot of us, authors in general, were waiting for someone to come and save us. But it's become clear no one is coming. Not the politicians who are eager to sell out our trans siblings for political expedience, not the CEOs who stand to gain from privatizing the public good, and certainly not our president, who is bent on gaining authoritarian power through all the dumbest and cruelest means possible. Exactly. That's how I feel too. It's up to us to save ourselves. The thing that makes me proudest of Authors Against Book Bans is that it is not one person who is stepping up to stop book bans alone. Countless volunteers do the thankless, long, and often crushing work to shore up our fight. Together, we have accomplished and we have won so much because no one is coming to save us. And that's okay. We are going to save us.
everyone, please give a warm welcome to some special guests who are here to talk about the impact of family detention and family separation, accompanied by Ms. Rachel, Pastor Garcia, and the Peace Poets.
Tonight, I want to talk to you about my friends. So many of them have been detained or separated from their parents, and I've seen how much it hurts them. Children belong in schools and on playgrounds. Not in detention centers. All children should feel safe and loved. Not just those that look a certain way, speak a certain language, or were born here. Every child deserves to be free.
I'm Pastor Garcia. I'm from Texas, and along with my daughter, I've seen directly the suffering caused by ICE in my congregation. And across the country, ICE has detained thousands of babies, toddlers, and children. They have separated them from their schools and communities. They have held them behind walls and wire. Now is the time for us to decide. How will we respond to this injustice? How will we respond to the cries of our children? Jesus taught us, as is taught in every faith, to love and care for all children with generosity and with courage. As a mom and a pastor, I know that this is what we must do. This is our call. We must stand up and speak loudly and say harming children is wrong and it must end.
I've had the honor of meeting with 10 absolutely precious children who and their wonderful families who have been locked in Dilley Immigration Detention Center in Texas. 1 minute, I talked to a 9-year-old about how we both love pizza and soccer and how he won the spelling bee and wanted to get to the state spelling bee. And the next minute, he was begging for help to get out of what we know is a family prison, a prison that is neglecting, abusing, and traumatizing kids. As the American Academy of Pediatrics says, there is no safe amount of time for a child to be in detention. Dilley Immigration Detention Center must be shut down. Thank you. We need to end the cruel policies of family detention and family separation.
My name is Ariana. I am 14 years old. I was detained and separated from my siblings for 50 days. I saw sick children who didn't get help in time, children fainting, and families struggling to get food and medicine. I missed out on school, time with my family, and the peace of mind that every child deserves. Today, I am here to raise awareness, to remind you that behind every number, there is a family. There are human beings. There are children with dreams, fears, and hopes. My story matters, and so do the stories of thousands of children like me.
Can we tell Ariana, we see you and we love you? And because your life matters, because the lives of all our children matter more than anything, we went inside Dili. And tonight we're going to share with you a song that we co-wrote, sitting in the visitor center with the children. And now they sing that song to keep hope alive each night.
And we promised them that we would invite everyone across this country to say their words and uplift their song like a mighty wave of song.
And we need you, your voice, to connect to a movement to free families forever. Are y'all ready to sing this song? We need you to repeat after us. Here we go.
I sing from here and you sing from there.
Try that. I sing from here, you sing.
And you sing from there.
Together we'll sing down the walls
everywhere.
Say it loud. Together we'll sing down the walls everywhere. We say the love in our heart like the waves of the sea. Say it with us. The love in our heart like the waves of the sea. Together we'll sing
until everyone's free.
Together we'll sing
until everyone's
Let's do it all
free.
together. I sing from here, you sing.
And you sing from there.
Together we'll sing down the walls. Say the love in our heart. The love in our hearts like the waves of the sea. Together we'll sing
until
one more time, say
everyone's
together.
free.
Together we'll sing
until everyone's free.
And so right now I can tell you learn the words and that our people across the country learn the words. But this is a time we need something different. We need to dig deep into our hearts and sing it like our voice could break down the walls of detention centers.
Yes.
So we're going to sing it in Spanish the way our children are singing it on the inside. I don't care how y'all sing it. We just need to sing it like we mean it. Are y'all ready to do this?
Yo canto acá
y tú cantas
allá.
Try that. Yo canto acá, tú cantas allá. Juntos
los muros vamos a tumbar.
Try that. Juntos
los muros vamos a
nuestro
tumbar.
amor